Hey everybody, it's meteorologist Brad Panovich, and we have got a couple more storms on the way. Now, there's not as much cold air here in the next couple of days, but the storm track is pretty amazing. And trust me, this weekend still looks fine, and next weekend, woo, I'm getting excited for this pattern next week. So let's get right to the details. Tonight, kind of a wet, warm system. We're going to get a little bit of a wintry mix here in the southeast. So while it shows a lot of rain there's probably going to be sleet, snow, freezing rain, and rain mixed in. Not ideal, but as it moves through, backside should be a quick burst of snow. Again, not an overwhelming system, fast mover. It's in and out quickly, and the weekend looks great. The start of the weekend, unbelievable. Saturday should be great skiing, bluebird kind of conditions across the southeast. Saturday night into Sunday is when things get really, really interesting here. We're going to have enough cold air, I think, trapped. There's a little mini area of high pressure right here. And that cold air is just enough that we're going to see it sustained here. We've got a northern branch system and a southern branch system that are going to try to get their act together and form a pretty little interesting low pressure system. Watch as this unfolds and spread snow into North Carolina first, then up into Virginia, West Virginia, Maryland. I mean, that's a good burst of snow late Saturday night, but really Sunday morning. The bulk of this, and then look at it crank up on the coast, and on the backside, we could see a little burst of snow. And then going into early next week, this is the bad news part. It does warm up a little bit, not crazy warm, but a pretty mild flow. If you look at the airflow here, it's coming out of the east. The only good news is we have so much snowpack and residual cold air that it's probably going to be a little cooler than even most of the guidance is indicating. But as we go through the week, that monster Arctic front's going to approach, start to bring us some warm rains. It's going to kind of stall to our west and reload as more cold air builds. And then late next week into the weekend, things get really, really interesting. We see a couple waves of low pressure form along the Arctic front. And I think going into next weekend, we've got the potential either late Thursday, Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. It depends, of a pretty significant winter storm here, because this is going to be an Arctic high back here to the west. Boatloads of cold air. The question is, how close does it get to us? Is it going to be over us, a little bit farther southeast? And then we get an active storm track, which does this, cranks up a significant winter storm here. I mean, the potential here, I went a little too fast there, is for a good old-fashioned dumping there. And then behind it, brutally cold air moves in for Valentine's Day weekend. So super cold air will be streaming into the region. So it is going to be a really cold pattern for Valentine's Day weekend. So if you're not skiing this weekend, which is a huge weekend, next weekend looks just as interesting. And just to give you some ideas on the totals, I'll go through this first system Friday night. Again, not a ton, 1 to 2, 3 inches. Saturday night to Sunday, nice little burst there, 4 to 6, not out of the realm of possibility. And then we go through next week. We get into that lull early in the week, but then the mother load comes in for the end of the week, and that's impressive, especially North Carolina. Some of these totals, it's a deterministic model. It's way out there. I don't want to get too excited, but that's a boatload of snow on top of a great winter that we've already had. And even up in the West Virginia should be good. But this is going to be a rare occasion where I think North Carolina resorts, even up into Southwest Virginia, are going to end up with more snow than some of the northern locations that we typically see big snows, like Timberline, Canaan Valley, Snowshoe, up towards Wisp. Winter Place is probably going to have a decent amount. Just really nice little setup there. So here's a quick look at the forecast. I'm going to go with some snow tomorrow up in West Virginia, There'll be some snow tonight in North Carolina, but it'll be gone by tomorrow. But not ideal snowmaking. Maybe a quick chance of snowmaking this weekend with some natural snow on Sunday into Monday. I think there's a time frame there where it'll be cold enough. Starting late Monday, it starts to warm up. So that Monday through Wednesday time frame, it's going to be good skiing. It's just not going to be cold enough for snowmaking or natural snow. But that system next week, just to show you the evolution of this thing, there's the polar vortex, which broke off a piece over Canada, starts swinging to the south. And when you look at this is, for those who get into the weather geekery here, this is the 500 millibar chart. That right there, that is like, if I could draw up a winter storm setup, it's having a boatload of cold air here, a huge ridge west, and this deep trough. Because this is what happens. The northern branch of the jet stream is coming here. The southern branch is right here. So you're going to get phasing of the branches of the jet stream, and that's how you get gigantic snowstorms. Now, there's still a lot of details to work out, but the fact that we're seeing such consistent signs of this showing up in the guidance for next week, end of next week into the weekend, is a really good sign for a possibility of a big storm. So get out there, hit the slopes. The season that is giving just keeps on giving. I can't wait. I was telling Kenny the other day, I think we could see skiing well into end of March in some locations and well into April in others, just because of the giant snowpack we're going to be able to build up here in the month of February. Have a great weekend. If you're hitting the slopes, have fun. Send pictures in. Follow Ski Southeast for the latest on all the updates. Make sure you call ahead and stay safe out there. And as always, keep thinking snow, because this year it seems to be working.